So my name is Marlene. The first response will be that teachers want to be nice, or they're so interested in being nice because they want to make an impact in someone's life, in someone's future, and they want that someone to be like, you know what, I had this person back in the day, or recently, who tried everything in their power to do to make a difference in everybody's life, in the community, in my life. I grew up here in Cicero. My schools weren't bad or anything like that. I did have some teachers who, I guess, went beyond the expectations of a teacher. You know, did their own little field trips or whatever with their own money and stuff like that because, again, we didn't have funding for that or anything like that. Um, my elementary school had a big impact in my little neighborhood, just because my little neighborhood was full of like violence and stuff like that. So we knew that going into school, going into, with these teachers, we were safe. Even though we were home and stuff, we were safe too. But in the schools, we were safe, and we knew that being with them, or being in school, learning something new, it was like our getaway, kind of, so to speak. And then like later moved schools, and it was a little bit different because I didn't have that family bonding as I did in my previous school. Once I started going to junior high and high school and stuff, um, it was obviously different, but not because of the school or the teachers, but it was mostly of the students who I guess didn't want to be there but were forced to. Radical imaginary are people who know that there is a problem, and they trying to go far and beyond to make it solve, to make it better, or even if there's no problem, they try to make the thing that's good great. And these are very important people. These are necessary people that we need in schools, and we need, in workplaces and anywhere, because those are the people who care, and they're not just there just to collect that, salary at the end of 2 weeks every month or whatever it is, and they're actually here to make a change. The difference between education and school, I would say school just is just building, um, and administration is people who don't care about you, and education would be learning and having that momentum to you to have that, wow, I learned something, and being excited to go somewhere where you're gonna learn something, regardless if it's a school or not. It could be an alley, a tree, a desert, whatever it is. That's where you're gonna learn. Education is, you know, the things you learn.